Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to AriesEDC. I am in the shop, which means I am working on the knife builds. And yes, I'm a mess. It's hot out here, but I basically am picking up where we left off on the AriesCRV2 blades. If you're confused on what that is, you need to go back because I've already done almost 2 videos now into these builds. And so you've already missed me cutting, shaping, and then last video I did the bevels on everything. The stainless has been sent out for heat treat, and now I am working on the AriesCRV2 blades, getting them prepped and ready for heat treat. So what's the next step? Well, the next step is we need to do the sharpening choils, and I need to do some jimping. So let's get into it. All right, guys, so let's talk jimping. I shared how I did the sharpening choil in the last video. So I did the sharpening choil on this Bloom harpoon, and I did the sharpening choil on the Yokto. And so these 2 sharpening choils are good. But I also did jimping. So let's talk a little bit more about jimping. And this is the type of jimping that I do. I prefer the small jimping, so if you're getting one of my knives and you want jimping, this is what you're going to get. I don't do any other kind of jimping. I can't do any other type of jimping. This is what I get. So let me throw this back in the, this thing. And my brain is fried today. I'm going to put it in the clamp, and we're going to see how we do it. So I use what's called a checkering file. And so basically this file has one straight groove that goes down. So literally all I have to do is line this up with the grooves, and I can follow it. So I start at the edge and start my cut to where I get my mark, and then I slowly lay it back all the way across. And that gives me the nice jimping. It's pretty simple. Just having the right tool for the right job is essential. And this makes it pretty simple to do. What's cool about this is if I wanted to make this longer, all I have to do is get the edge onto something else, and then I can continue to extend the jimping back, and it would still be exactly the same. I just have to line up one of the lines of the checkering file up with one of these lines, and I can extend it, and everything will look uniform. Everything will have the same spacing on it, etc. So it will look pretty stinking cool. So that is how I do the jimping. So I need to do the jimping on this Bloom harpoon next, and I have to do it on one of these bush hawks. So one of the bush hawks is getting jimping, one of them is not. And then as soon as I get all of these jimping done, and sharpening choils, these don't get sharpening choils because that edge comes all the way to the back. Well, guess what's next? Got to get all these grind marks off, so we're going to be hand sanding as soon as I get everything in. So let's get it done. So here, let me show you. I'll show you one more time. We're going to start right here behind the harpoon. Let me get a good look at that. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to angle it up just to get it started. And I got it started, and I'm going to slowly start flattening my file. Angling it back. jimping. So excellent. I don't know if I need to put more than that. I don't think so. The loom, you know, it's pretty small, and to get a little bit of jimping right there behind the harpoon, I think that's plenty. Jimping, I don't want to go too far back because I don't really know where this handle is going to be. The handle might end up being like right here, and I don't want to mess up that jimping. So I think I'm going to work on that a little bit more, but that gives you an idea of how I do jimping. All right, guys, I got a fan and I got the air condition. It's just balmy. So I got all of these done. We got jimping on this bush hawk. So got the nice jimping on that one and got a nice shape on that. We got the jimping and the sharpening choils on these two, like I showed you already. So guess what? The next step. A marathon of hand sanding. So I gotta get this done. Let's go. All right, guys, we did it. I hand sanded all of these and they are now prepped and ready for heat treat. So pretty stinking cool. These again is ADC RV2, so I can heat treat this all in house. So I'm gonna go set that up and we'll get to quenching these and getting them in the oven to temper. And hopefully everything goes well and we'll have 4 heat treated ADC RV2 blades ready for the next step. I did purchase the handle materials for everything already, but of course it's going to take a little while to get here, so they're not going to be here for another couple days. So I have time to get these heat treated, get them cleaned up. I got to put the maker's mark on everything. Still a ton of work to do. All right, well, that was fun. I almost set my shop on fire. You guys miss all the fun when I'm time-lapsing, but yeah, that Parks 50 is pretty flammable, and unfortunately I wasn't able to put that thing out really quick, so I may have burned myself a little bit, but it's all the fun games we play. So they're all quenched. They've all been quenched. So ADC RV2, bring it up to non-magnetic, hold it there for just a little bit, and then I'm quenching it in the oil. Now they are hard, but they're also brittle. So if I was to drop this on the ground, it would probably break, and I don't want to do that. So we need to temper them. So and I temper at 350 degrees for 2 hours for 2 cycles. So I'm gonna set these up and I'll check in with you guys when it's all said and done. In the meantime, I have a mess. And oil got everywhere. So now my nice clean garage is all full of Parks 50 oil all over the place. So I gotta clean that up. I gotta clean this up, and I still haven't vacuumed all of that. All right, guys, I got them out, and now they've done the 2 cycles of tempering. So looked pretty good. The Yocto unfortunately got really thin on the tip. I'm just gonna have to be careful of that when it comes time to clean these up. The blades got nice and blue this time, which is interesting. I'm not sure why they got so blue. Normally they get like this kind of a straw color, but these got like this nice kind of blue color, which is interesting. So anyway, not real sure what's going on there, but I'm gonna test these guys, but these need to be all cleaned up now. So we've been tempered, heat treated, so now we just need to start cleaning all this forge scale off, cleaning them up, and getting them prepped for final touches, whether that's tumbled like this one is or gonna be, or acid etched, you know. So we gotta make them look pretty to get them their final finish and start talking handles. Holy cow. So we're gonna start cleaning these up and then getting them prepped for handles. But let's see, I gotta remember, the Yocto is getting a tumbled finish. The Bloom Harpoon is getting a tumbled finish. The Bush Hawk with the jimping is getting acid etched. I'm looking at my board. And this one is getting a tumbled finish. So these three are tumbled, and this one is acid etched and then tumbled. But excellent, excellent. That color is really interesting. All right, guys, so I got the edges all cleaned up, and we are ready to hand sand all the flats up and get them looking pretty good. So I also am, well, it's the evening Wednesday afternoon, so I think I'm gonna start. I might be able to get one cleaned up. I also have these other three, plus I have the live stream coming up. So, and I don't even have all the handle material in. Oh boy. So anyway, it looks like I'm trying to get, it looks like I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. So I think I might just hold all of this off for the heat treat, or no, I'm sorry, for my live stream, so I can hand sand all of these out during the live stream. So I'm going to end this video here. I guess it'll be a little bit of a short one, and we'll catch up with you guys after the live stream, and I'll start a whole new video on wherever we left off. So I hope you guys really are liking the direction these are going. I think they're gonna look pretty stinking good. I should have some handle material in the next 2 to 3 days. All the handle materials are gonna be showing up. So I'm excited about getting these finished. We're already looking pretty stinking good. Looks like very beginning of July I'm going to be able to finish 4 of the 6 July builds. But that's okay, because remember, I guess I should have had this ready. I have the 6 Hawks sitting here ready to get started working on, and I have a ton of work to do on these. So we're going to get these going and then move on from there. So thank you guys so much. Please remember, subscribe, like, leave a comment, or not, please. The choice is always yours.